Okay, 4. Find the slope, x-intercept, and y-intercept of 5x minus 3y equals 45. Again, if I want to find the x-intercept, I put in 0 for y. So if I put in 0 for y here, that's going to cancel out, and I'm left with 5x equals 45. Divide both sides by 5, and I get x equals 9. So the x-intercept is 9. To find the y-intercept, I put in 0 for x. So if I put in 0 for x, 5 times 0 is 0. So I'm left with negative 3y because it was a minus equals 45. And then divide both sides by a negative 3. So I get y equals negative 15. So the y-intercept is negative 15. Now if I want to find the slope, I want to take this 5x minus 3y equals 45 and put it in slope-intercept form. So I need to move the x to the other side. So I got negative 3y equals 5x plus 45. And actually, again, if I move it to the other side, I have to change that sign, so it becomes a negative 5x. And then divide everything by negative 3. So I get y equals, now, the only simplification here I can do is, since it's a negative divided by a negative, it would be a positive 5/3 x. And 45 divided by negative 3 is negative 15. But again, all I'm concerned about is the slope. Should be 5/3. Okay, number 5. Solve the system using substitution. X equals 3y. Solve x plus 5y equals 48. So x is the variable by itself and it's equal to 3y, so that's what I'm going to substitute for. So that would give me 3y plus 5y equals 48. 3y plus 5y is 8y. Divide both sides by 8. Get y equals 6. Then we go back to the equation we used for substitution, x equals 3y. Well, we know y is 6, so x would be 3 times 6, which is 18. And then we write it as an ordered pair, so 18 comma 6. Okay, 6. A student bought 5 boxes of pencils and 3 boxes of pens for $30. He then bought 2 boxes of pencils and 6 boxes of pens for $36. Find the cost of each box of pencils and each box of pens. Use x for the number of boxes of pencils and y for the number of boxes of pens. So I'm going to set up my two equations. So pencils are x, pens are y. So he bought 5 boxes of pencils, 3 boxes of pens for $30. So 5x plus 3y would equal 30. He then bought 2 boxes of pencils, so 2x, plus 6 boxes of pens, so 6y, for $36. And I want to find the cost of each. So I'm going to take my two equations, 5x plus 3y equals 30, 2x plus 6y equals 36. So again, I want to eliminate the x's. So I take the number on top that's in front of the x and put it on bottom. Number in front of the x on bottom, put it on top. Again, since both of these are positive, one of these numbers have to be a negative, so I'll just make the top a negative. So if I multiply the top by negative 2, I get negative 10x minus 6y equals negative 60. And on bottom, I get positive 10x plus 30y, and 5 times 36 is 180. Then I add the two equations together. Oops, that's a 30y. So that cancels. Negative 6 and 30y is 24y, and negative 60 and 180 is 120. So if I divide both sides by 24, I get y equals 5. And then I plug it back in. So I'm just going to take the first equation, 5x plus 3y equals 30, and I know y is 5. So 5x plus 3 times 5 equals 30, which gives me 5x plus 15 equals 30. Subtract 15, get 5x equals 15, divide by 5, x equals 3. So the pencils were X, so they would be $3 a box. The pens were Y, so they would be $5 a box.